Steelers Nation, baby. Let's get it, man. Your boy is officially here. Tapped in at the Combine. All right, day one of my official media responsibilities. Credentialed. All right. I feel real official. I just want to let y'all know that. All right. Super duper official. I'm fanboying out. I'm trying to be mature about the situation, but let's be real. I'm Arthur. There's nothing mature about me. Okay? Nothing in the least bit. So, first time back at the Combine since 2010 when your boy was a participant here. Crazy to think about, man. Surreal, just in the sense of being here then versus now, but I'll save some of that talk for the vlog. All right, definitely check that out, man. But figure what we're gonna do while I'm here, man. Each day, whoever we have conversations with or whoever I talk to, I'll come up here, man, and just kind of give you a little bit of the convo and try to get your thoughts on it, right? So today, got a chance to talk to Daniel Jeremiah, NFL.com analyst, does color commentary for the Los Angeles Chargers as well. And then I also talked to Trevor Sikkema, who is a PFF. Shout out to PFF, right? They're here, they got their presence felt, right? But I got a chance to talk to him as well. He's one of their top analysts as well for the draft and stuff like that. So obviously the convos that we've been having surrounding the Steelers this offseason have been surrounding the offensive line and quarterback position. Now, when we talk about what we're going to draft in the first round, we've been leaning heavy center with the talk, right? Jackson Powers-Johnson is the name that comes up. Talked about Zach Frazier most recently on the podcast, along with Cedric Van Preen from Georgia. But being here and talking to those particular analysts, it was interesting to hear their thought process because they see it more of a scenario where we potentially go tackle or corner in that first round. More so because of when we're talking the tackle position, we obviously know with Broderick, we feel good about him, but are you going to move him to left? And if you move him to left, what do you do with right? So we obviously saw with Daniel Jeremiah, I think he recently mocked Troy Fontana, I think that's how you say it, probably butchered it, the tackle out of Washington. And he talked about it for a couple of reasons. He says that not just, him being a tackle, but the positional flexibility, the ability to play multiple spots and be able to bump inside, physical, all those type of things was the reason why he kind of liked him to us. Now, talking to Trevor, he thinks more of the corner position, booking it, having somebody opposite JPJ. Now, some of the guys that he's brought up, make sure I get these names right. I don't want to butcher those names. Quinion Mitchell, the corner out of Toledo, and then what was my other guy? Oh, Nate Wiggins out of Clemson. Both of those guys are kind of in that teens, 15, 16 to 20-ish range. Both could play, both can fly, right? Man to man, have all the traits and stuff like that. So one being a lot more, just a lot more reps in press coverage also. Could see the scenario where you're talking about one of those guys being here with us, man. And we've talked about it, right? We know Pat P was the guy that we thought initially was going to be the guy opposite of JPJ last year. Then it ended up turning into Levi Wallace. But even with that, we still would like to upgrade it, right? So thinking about the corner position, is that potentially something that you would attack in that first round? These are all the conversations that we're having. That's what we were mainly talking about today, because both of those are positions of need. And when you think about the depth of this draft class, you still can get a quality interior offensive lineman in that third, fourth round time frame. Whereas high-end tackles, starting caliber tackles, you're more likely to find that guy in that first round, second round worst case scenario, right? Or second round best case scenario versus, when you get in that third, fourth round, you're dealing with a different crop. Sometimes it might work out, but just the likelihood is just a lot more challenging in that vein. So I definitely could understand just the logic behind going offensive line, specifically tackle, which we do value more at this level, and then, replacing the interior portion of it, or even moving some pieces around in the middle part of that draft and stuff like that. Also linebacker, y'all know that's another position that's being talked about. But let me know your thoughts though, specifically in that first round. Are you completely convinced that we go center, or are you open to tackle, or cornerback potential in that first round, because I do think those are some interesting points that both Daniel Jeremiah made and Trevor Sikkema in terms of the thought process between why you go corner or tackle versus going center in that first round for us, man. But either way, I appreciate you tuning in. Hit that like button one time for the culture, and I'll show you a little glimpse of beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium right from the hotel room. All right. But like I said, workflow, badged, credentialed. You see the shirt. All right. I ain't playing no games. But either way, I appreciate you for tuning in. And until next time, baby. Peace.